I thought it was time to get the rear bearing on the rear axle. Rear axle's been cleaned. I've obviously got new bearings put in here by Paul from the car club. We've put new studs in the bearing to hold the disc wheels. I've got the tap and die set to clean up some of the older screws and the threads that hold them in the back of the bearing. I've actually put oil in the bearing. People talk about putting grease in there, but looking at University Motors videos, John Twist puts oil in here, and it starts to make sense because there's a little hole in this axle, and I believe the oil that comes down the axle passes through this hole and then obviously passes back through that bearing and is then held from coming out by the rear oil seal. Anything that passes that seal is removed via the back of that hub and then it's distributed down the back of the back plate through that hole. So it makes sense that he's put oil in there rather than grease, so the oil can pass through it. So I've put oil in there, and what I'm now going to do, having cleaned up the axle, I think I'll probably put a little bit of oil on that as well, and then gently just tap it in. That seems to be the favoured method. So I'll find a socket here. Paul has given me a socket to fit over the inner race, and I'll gently just start tapping that back on. So I've got a little bit of oil on there just to help the oil seal slide on. He's given me a socket that fits over the outer race, sorry, the inner race. When you tap these out, you tap them on the outer race. And when you put them back on, you tap the inner race. Doesn't quite work. It's going all right. Right, that socket is still bigger than the outer part of the axle. Might just need to find something a little bit bigger. I might actually just be able to use the actual box spanner. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the thread now. Right, I might now be able to wind it on with the actual nuts. Oh, and there's the little hole appearing to let the oil out. Good. Right. I'll see if I can wind the rest of that in with the nut. Then going to put the lock tab in. So that tab fits in that little hole. Like so. And then I've had to buy some new nuts because obviously mine had been fairly mullered. They'd obviously used a screwdriver to knock them off. So this one wants to go so it tightens up in the direction the wheels turn. So I'm guessing that goes on there. Now these nuts, according to the MG Guru, have to be done up to a minimum of 140 foot-pounds. So yeah, that's going alright. I've just sort of put that on hand tight. So I'll start winding that on. I'll get a bar first. So my torque wrench is in Newton meters and kilograms. So 140 foot-pounds in Newton meters is 190 Newton meters, which is getting on for the upper settings of the torque wrench. So it's an awful lot of force, but let's see. Yeah, see why it says arms like Popeye? I don't think I'm going to get that on any more than that. Whew. That's not going on anymore. That's not budging. And I'm going to round it if I'm not careful. Oh, gosh. Yeah. That's not going on anymore. Wow. Yeah, and it's not budging with the bar anymore either. Okay. Right. That's on good and solid. And it still turns. So the next job is to just knock a couple of those tabs over. I'll just work out a way of doing that, I think, without plunging my screwdriver into the bearings. So I think if you gently just lever out the tap with the screwdriver, you can gently just knock them down. Not ideal. I'll slightly put a notch in that one. Yeah, so I need a slightly better way than that. I think you also have to be careful not to knock them back to interfere with the race, because I think some people say when you knock these down and they interfere with the bearing, it stops the hub going round. So I probably need a device just to spread the load over there a little bit. We'll see what else I can find. I'll knock a couple of those down. I can see why the old one was so battered. I've instantly turned my new one to look like the old one. Yep, I've just put a pair of pliers over it, gently tapped it down, so that looks a little bit flatter. So I've got one of them either side. Hopefully that'll hold this nut, and the bearing still turns. Good.